My digital work began, oddly enough, in the sciences. Let me give you a little background. My original art form was watercolor, and I love watercolor. I love the techniques. I love how the wet in wet techniques causes one color to slowly merge into another, or how the dry brush creates the texture of roughness on the page, or how glazings can be used to produce a clear blue sky across the piece. At the same time I was doing watercolor, I was working with photographs of the solar system, using digital enhancements in order to bring out things like volcanoes and craters. One day, I was working with a photograph of Mars when I realized that I had begun to reproduce those watercolor effects on the piece itself, where this photograph of Mars began to look like it was brushed. Ran outside with my camera and took a picture of a cherry tree that's in our front yard. I brought it inside and found that I could reproduce that wet in wet technique in the leaves, and that dry brush on the bark of the tree, and those glazings in the blue sky. From here it was a short step to taking what I understood about art and transferring it into digital photography. Here I could not just reproduce the objects, but I could reproduce the feelings that those objects create, so that there was an emotional connection to the piece. Colors speak their own language. They create an experience, just like the textures do, and just like the composition does. These come together in a nexus, producing an eventful piece where we have an experience of the work. This is what I try to do in my wood boxes, using the lines of the flowers and the shapes of the petals and the textures of the different woods to create the same nexus where it becomes eventful for us, where it becomes an experience of the natural world to us. And that's what I want. I want these boxes to recreate a sense of humans in the natural world.